Hey everyone! Okay, I'm going to do a haul video like I always do. Just because I like to show y'all stuff that I've gotten and tell you what I think of it, which helps everybody. Okay, so I'm not sure what order I'm going to go in here because I'm not the organized YouTuber that some people are. Actually, yes I am. I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, it was so funny earlier I dropped everything, so I'm not going to drop anything this time. Okay, first of all, I wanted to tell you about some IT cosmetic products. First and foremost, I went to Ulta because I'm nowhere near a Sephora. So I went and got this at Ulta. And it is the IT CC Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream. And I have to say it is, wait, I need to add in the rest of this. It's very long. Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum with SPF 50. I don't own a product with, why do I keep saying that? Product with SPF 50. That's really, like, I'm not exaggerating. It says SPF 50. That's really strong. Most foundations don't have it that high. The CC cream is a color correcting cream, meaning that it should do things like correct blemishes, color patches, under eye circles. And this is an anti-aging ingredient. I don't know what to say, profile. So this is actually supposed to be healthy for you. We'll see. I do like it. I do like the coverage a lot. I love the packaging. Isn't this interesting how it looks like a tube? Look. It's got a little pump. Isn't that great? You just, actually don't do, just do one pump. That's enough. You don't need much of this. And this is in color light. And they do have different colors you can choose from. And luckily in the Ulta store, you get the option of being able to try out color swatches on your hands. And they have makeup remover handy, which encourages you to try things out. Which I like because they know that if you try it and you like it, you'll buy it. So, hello. Alright. So then, what else did I get? I know you're thinking, why did you get two foundations? Because I wanted to try them both. This is the IT Cosmetic Celebration Foundation in light medium. It's a powder foundation. So it's a creamy powder foundation. By the way, just so you know, IT Cosmetics stands for Innovative Technology Cosmetics. It's Innovative Technology is what IT stands for. But anyway, it kind of reminds me of MAC packaging and MAC coverage. Only it's, I think, healthier ingredients. I don't know. I'm not an expert. But here's the product. Like I said, this is in light medium. And it is matte. It's a powder. Let me just do it right down my nose. Do you see what I mean? That immediately made a difference. I love IT products. It's like it immediately makes a difference. Look how that matted my nose. Is that weird? Okay, so anyway, I love it. I would certainly not wear this and the CC cream together. It would be one in lieu of the other. I like powders better than cream foundations, but then a CC cream is a very light, but this one is a full coverage foundation. I can tell you that I love both of these products. I would never wear them together, but I do like them. So want to promote those. Also, I don't have it handy, but the IT eyeliner crayon, not the sharpener one. I don't like sharpening pencils because when you do that, it's wood after all, and if it doesn't sharpen perfectly, there's jagged edges. And one time when I was lining, that wood just scraped along my waterline. It was awful. Plus, you gotta have the sharpener handy. I just like the scroll up ones. And Mary Kay has been my favorite for a long time. Then I really liked Olive Black or Black Olive by M Cosmetics. This is just the plain black, I think is the name of it. It's black, not plain black. Black, and it's the scroll up, and it's waterproof, which is pretty amazing because look, do you see that it's still on? And I've had this on all day. It is now 7:30, and I put this on this morning. It really does last. Highly recommend it. Okay, is there any more IT stuff? I think that's it for IT. That's it for IT. That was really cute. Oh, the one thing that I didn't remind you about, I like all their products. I like their Bye Bye Pores powder, which is a very finely milled powder that once you put it on, you can use the little puff or use their Billion hair brush, which I bought and love. But you can just use the powder puff that comes with it. And when you powder that on and then smooth it out with either a brush or your hands, it's like your skin is a piece of paper. It makes you that smooth and silky. I'm sure because it's so finely milled, what it does is fill the pores completely. And somehow, I don't know how it's made, it doesn't fill them and make them bad. It's a good thing. And all of these products are for anti-aging. Even the eyeshadow palette that I hauled, it's an anti-aging palette of eyeshadow. How would you like to wear stuff that helps you not look aged? I like it. Okay, so that's my It stuff, I think. Oh, the primer is the other thing that I was telling you about. I think it's called Bye Bye Lid Crease or Cream. Anyway, it's just a primer. I think it outdoes Urban Decay. I think it outdoes Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I think it outdoes my Sigma paint pots and matte paint pots, and really anything, L'Oreal, any of the ones that I've used. This is actually better. I'm not kidding you. I really love the It products. I mean, they should like pay me or something. Anyway, so let's keep going. Because what if they did, and then I would have to say, they're paying me now, and you don't believe me anymore, do you? You should, because remember this video? Okay, so we're going to switch over to something. I know it's expensive, and I used to be a Chanel snob because I did not believe in their products. I did not think they did a good job on eye palettes or skincare or anything. I thought they should stick to handbags, frankly. And I love their handbags, but, and clothes and whatever. But I've really fallen in love with Chanel as a skincare line, big time now. And I've been kind of loving on their makeup. So, let me show you the two makeup items first. I was using the Vitaluminaire foundation, and now I have just tried the Perfection Lumiere Velvet. And I found out they just did a line change, and they've just added Lumiere on the end of all the names, so don't be freaked out. The only thing is they changed colors, and what was now like my powder, which is the Double Perfection powder, it was in 70, now that's color 35. That kind of stuff frustrates me, but anyway, at least they have a dupe. Because I do like the powder foundation, just like when I use this as a powder foundation. I really like powder foundations because they don't get so deep in your pores. It's more of a dusting, it gives you a matte finish, you look really smooth, and as you age, that's really important because you don't want to keep filling up those pores and wrinkle lines because it sets them. So anyway, but when I do, sometimes I do like a light foundation. Sometimes I like a heavy full coverage one. And I have several that I love. The Laura Mercier is heavy. The Estee Lauder's Double Wear is heavy. And sometimes that's what I want because it's the way my skin looks, or if I actually break out, like look, at my age, I can't believe I actually broke out this week, but I did right there. And so I've been thinking, what products did I use? Because it's like so rare, but it can happen. But when I want to use my heavier products, I do that. Usually it's for an all day, not evening wear. If it's evening wear, I use lighter stuff, sometimes powder. I use everything for everything, so whatever. So this is the Velvet product that everybody's talking about. It's an SPF 15, smooth effect. I really like it. I got it in color 22 Beige Rose. So if you can see, if you're anything like me, I am rather pale and I have a pink undertone. You see I'm purposely putting my hand up to my face, and that's because, as you can see, your hand kind of tells something about your coloring. See how I'm more blue toned here? And that kind of helps you see what kind of tones you want. I'm more cool toned. And so I do go for the more rose bases, as whereas some people do warmer bases like, I don't know, like Classics and Tan and Natural. Those are usually warmer tones, and then the beiges and the lights, those are usually cooler tones. So, especially when they mention the word rose, because that means they know you've got a red undertone, which is a cool tone. Some people like to combat that with the warmer tones. It's up to you, whatever you like to do. There's so many options out there. Okay, so that, and then also, what was another makeup item? Oh, I got a new quad. I do like their quads. I have several of them. I think I have almost every one that if I was going to get one, I've got it. I don't do the blues and the greens that are solely those colors, just because I've got so many palettes that have colors. But for neutrals, whether neutral gray, neutral brown, neutral plums, whatever, I've probably got it. And this one is, is one that I just got called Variation. And here's the colors. It has kind of a blend of the grays and the plums. which I found rather interesting and a pretty good palette to keep in your purse. I keep my Dior palette in my purse just because it's a great palette for purse. It's a great palette for purse, and it's more plum toned. But this one also would be. This would kind of go with everything. And I have green eyes, so I tend to go towards plums. But sometimes I like the warm tones too. It's just whatever you feel like. But you can see this now in this video. It's not looking as plum as it really is, but this is very plum. This is almost like a silver, so it's a good blender for under your brow. That's good for your brow and inner corner. And then this is good for your crease to brow blending. But this is your outer corner and crease color. So that's the two products that I have. Oh, well, and then here's the third makeup product, which I highly, highly recommend, and that is the Inimitable Mascara. I get it in waterproof because once you do your eyelash curling and you hold it for a good 15 seconds twice to make sure you got a good curl, then immediately tip out and then comb out with a waterproof mascara, and it sets it and it holds that curl. Otherwise, if you just use regular, the curl kind of falls down, and if it's sweaty, you get the little under eye stuff. If you feel like crying because you're sad or because it's a wedding and you're happy or whatever, there could be 100 reasons, but it will bleed underneath. So I always do waterproof, only waterproof, and I love this product because it has a great cone on it, and it really comes through your lashes well, and it tips out your lashes really well. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to get to the skincare, which I wasn't a huge. Here's my idea of skincare. I love the L'Oreal wipes, which is has the same smell as the Lancome Comfort Milk or Cleansing Milk, and I love that smell. I mean, like when I'm, cleaning, I just love it, and so that's one of my faves. And then I will always afterwards use a warm wash rag to even get that off. I just want to get everything off. And then I put on a night cream sometimes. Sometimes I just don't. But I am using my L'Oreal Lip Care, and I absolutely love that product. I've already shown that to y'all. And then also, I had been using this, and no one told me that the brightening, this is from the LeBlanc collection from Chanel, the Brightening Moisture Lotion is toner. Moisture lotion. I would never thought of that as toner. Matter of fact, toner to me is the opposite. It's more like an alcohol product that really opens up the pores, so that when you put on a moisturizer, it really gets in good, all that. So good thing I asked. Well, what got me to asking was I looked at this product, and I just saw it sitting on its little shelf at the store, and it just, when I saw Riche, I thought, well, it's a pretty color. It looks rich, and I used a little sample, not sponge, but the little thing that dips it out, and it was so luxurious on my hand that I said, I'm sold on this product. I just can't believe it. And you guys, I bought it, and now I have my own at home, and can I tell you, this is the most luxurious face cream I've ever used, but I want to tell you how to use it, and it's taught me how to use all face creams, and it's because the lady coached me on it. A lot of times they'll coach you to take some out and do dot, 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 and then start rubbing it in. And you know what that does? You use more product. It's not great for you to use more product, and it also is expensive. She said, no, just take your little dab, rub it between 2 fingers, and then add 2 fingers, and just really get it emulsified, meaning it mixes with your warmth and oils, and it gets really emulsified, and then rub it in. And oh my gosh, it goes so much further when you do it that way, and it feels so good. It really gets it in. This is so rich. I just can't even tell you, if you've got dry skin, you need this product. I know it says that it's Lil Lift. Ain't nothing left in that that's in cream. Take surgery. I ain't got the money or the time for that. So, but this is a great product. It's very luxurious, and I absolutely love it. The other product that I got, which, we'll see. I'm feeling good about this so far, but it's the Ultra Correction Line Repair. It's the anti-wrinkle eye cream, and I love that it's not in a pot. It's a little pump. I love that. You need like half a pump of this. You don't need much at all. And considering how expensive Chanel is, that's important. So you just do a little there, dab it on, and she said it makes no difference if you just want to dab or if you want to smooth it. No, it doesn't cause you to be more wrinkled. The only thing that causes you to be more wrinkled is heavy products that sit in the wrinkles and set them. You can dab it in because it, I think it does help when you pat your skin. It causes, if you pat it hard, it'll cause the circulation to increase. Therefore, it'll bring those nutrients out into your skin. But I think also it just kind of helps displace it better within your skin. So, but you can just as easily rub, and when you say, oh, Beth, that's not true, I talked to my dermatologist who's a professional for skincare, and she said it doesn't make any difference if you smooth it out or if you pat it out. It is not causing more wrinkles when you do that if you just smooth it. So whatever way you like to do it. Okay, so that's all those products. I think I've shown you everything. I did want to share with you something about 2 products that I've already hauled, and that is this this Bobbi Brown bronzer, but it's an illuminating bronzer in color Maui 3, sorry. And when I first saw it, I was like, this is just so weird because it is so pink. It does not look like bronzer, and it doesn't. But it is like a bronzer in that you need to keep it back here. You can do this cheek line, but then blend it back here because this, otherwise it looks very muddy, just like a bronzer will. It's not meant for the forepart of the face. Then you would just add your blush right, on the apples right here, and try to stay out of the sun right here. Try to stay out of this invisible triangle right here, all the way to there. Just like come to the edge of your nose and then go back to the edge of your eyes. Stay out of there. So you can put your blush right here and then go back. Don't go up to your eye, just go back. And it will meet your contouring powder, whether it's a bronzer or just, whatever you use for contouring. And it will be a nice blend. And also, if you have a big nose like me, and I'm saying this in total seriousness because I do. It looks worse in the camera, but because people tell me in person, Beth, you don't have a big nose, but they could just be being nice. But don't highlight this like they tell you and then put the dark sides down here, because unless you've got a tiny nose in the first place, that doesn't really help. Go ahead and dust on the bridge of your nose all the way down to right there, the tip of it right there, with just lightly with your bronzer and then a touch of blush. And the reason is anything darker recedes, and so you make your nose kind of recede. You don't want this to recede. You want this to recede, okay? So that's just a little tip. And then also, you know how they always tell you you can put your bronzer here. It really should be more back here, like right there. True temples, not forward. And you can dust your hairline right here with it. So here and dust there, and that's all. And what that does is, that does bring the look inward to here. But you don't want to highlight this with white, guys, because it only makes it look bigger. And for us older ladies, you do not want to put highlighter here, because what that does is, yes, it does make it brighter, but the opalescence really highlights your crow's feet, so you don't want to do that. And as your pores get bigger, if you put highlighter on them, it highlights them. Hello? So one of the things you can do, sorry, I have an itch, is this product, which I've mentioned to y'all before. It's by Givenchy, and it is their Mr. Light. And it's like you have seen, a lot of people have them. It's a scroll, you turn it, and if you squirts of it come out in this brush. And I put it in the triangle. I put it right here. I pat it on. Well, first of all, I brush it on there and there. And then I pat it out. And then I pat it down on either side of my nose. And then I come up into the triangle and pat this area out right here. And what that does is it makes it brighter here without doing it here. I always end up bronzing a little bit. The bridge of my nose all the way to the tip and not under here. You would think that's what you would do. Here and here. But that's if you don't have a big nose. Yes, if you don't have a big nose and you contour here, it will lean it up. But if you don't want to highlight the fact that your nose is longer and bigger on the end. You want to cause that to pull back. So you do that by actually putting some of your bronzer and blush on it. Put the bronzer all the way here, and then just a touch of blush right there. And the reason is because it looks like you got a little sunburn, and that when you have your blush right here too, it does. It looks like you got a little sunburn like that. And then, of course, you do just the top of your chin. And then you can go this way with your bronzer, which will kind of take off a little bit of this look, a little fatty look. But you can't change things of structure with illusion, because then it just, you can still see it, and it's got color on it. So when you do those things, make sure you blend it out really good, because otherwise it's pretty obvious what you're doing. And as you get older, sometimes you just have to embrace some of that, or either have the surgery, because coloration can help, but it's not going to fix it. So Anyway, I think I've already talked to you about the lip products. I'm still a big fan. If I do lip glosses, it's either the Bourjois or this particular Chanel. See, this is, look at me, Chanel products all of a sudden. 108. This is a really pretty, sparkly, as you can see, very sparkly. And in the sunlight, even more so. I don't have color underneath this, which is why I don't like lip gloss. I have to always have a darker color underneath that stays on, and then some lip gloss on top of it. But I don't want it to transfer on my husband when I kiss him, or my cups or anything. So I make sure that I use a 24 or some sort of enduring product. And both my Chanel and my Maybelline offer that kind of a product. So anyway, I hope this haul has been helpful to you, and I'll talk to you again soon. See ya. Bye-bye.